the man suddenly realizes that there is a female ghost in his taxi. Before he can react, the ghost directly passes through the car door and gets off. The man is stunned by what he sees, but before the ghost goes far, an even more bizarre scene unfolds. The ghost's body suddenly contorts, and then is forcefully sucked into the taxi by a powerful force. The man is immediately scared unconscious. He only wakes up the next morning. He thought it was just a nightmare, but to his surprise, when he turns his head around, the man abandons the car and quickly runs towards the bushes on the side of the road. Unexpectedly, the female ghost relentlessly pursues him, but after running only a few dozen meters, the ghost is once again sucked into the car by a mysterious force. Then, the man pleads with a traffic police officer to help confirm if there's anyone in the car, but in the eyes of the police officer, there's no one in the car at all. The man thought he saw a phantom. Just as he closes the car door, "You finally came." The ghost tells him to stay calm. Only then does the man realize that he's truly seeing a ghost. "Why are you in my car?" However, the ghost doesn't remember who she is, or how she died. She suspects that the man killed her, because she discovered bloodstains in the back seat yesterday. The man checks the dashcam footage, and finds out that it was fake blood accidentally spilled during an actor's makeup session 2 days ago. "Who are you? Leave my car immediately," the man tells the ghost. But the ghost tells him that she seems unable to escape from this car, because whenever she goes beyond a certain distance, she gets sucked back into the car. At this moment, the man realizes that he needs to pick up a passenger. What surprises the man is that ever since the female ghost appeared, various problems occur when passengers get in the car. They either have diarrhea or feel nauseous, wanting to vomit. They feel a chilling air in the car, and their whole body gets goosebumps. It seems like there's something dirty. The man blames the ghost for ruining his business, and asks her to go to the trunk or the roof of the car. Ghosts also have rights. After all, after returning home, he goes online and posts for help from netizens, asking for advice on what to do when a taxi is suddenly haunted by a ghost. He even requests the ghost to introduce herself to him. But another comment from an internet user startles him, because, according to the user, other ghosts might have taken rides in his car as well. The gateway to the underworld has been opened. Perhaps this netizen has revealed too much. The next day, a middle-aged man waves at him from a distance, but when the man stops the car, the middle-aged man doesn't get in right away. Instead, he carefully examines the two of them, with an expression of disbelief on his face. "Can I really get in?" The middle-aged man is as excited as if he won the first prize in a lottery. Unexpectedly, the next second, the middle-aged man directly passes through the car door and gets into the car. The man is so frightened that his teeth almost grind to pieces. It seems like the gateway to the underworld has truly opened, and it's a buy one get one free deal. To get rid of these two unlucky ghosts, he goes to a used car market, with the intention of getting a new car. The two ghosts try their best to persuade him to think twice, but the man tells them that if there's anything, they should go find the next car owner. His mortgage is already overdue by 20 million, and if he doesn't make money soon, his house will be taken away. Just then, a man suddenly calls out to the female ghost, "Can you see me?" It turns out that he's also a ghost. He directly passes through the car and approaches the female ghost. He pleads with her to find someone to help and bring out the gold from the car. It turns out that his daughter is sick and needs money, so he planned to sell all the gold in their house. But on the way, they got into a car accident, and his wife, unaware of the situation, sold the car. So the man took the opportunity while inspecting the car to find the gold. He was mesmerized by the gold in his hand. "Sir, do you want that car? You have a good eye. Next time, but the next second, the man actually took the gold and ran away. Soon, the gold ended up in the hands of a girl. "Baby, who gave this to you?" "A man, and he said it was from daddy." The woman opened the bag, and instantly choked up upon seeing the gold. The man explained, "If the agents had seen it earlier, they would definitely claim it as their own. That's why you left. Dad's wish has been fulfilled." He bowed and thanked them, then quietly turned into smoke and left. However, an unexpected scene occurred. The girl slowly walked up to the man. After this incident, the group of people thought of a way to make money without changing cars. A man accidentally fell and died while at work. Unexpectedly, he turned into a ghost after death. He has been following behind his wife all along. However, when his wife went to claim his insurance money, his mother, who had been missing for over 30 years, suddenly appeared. She looked extremely heartbroken and nearly fainted from sadness. She kept calling out her son's name, Jerry. Jerry told Tom that he was abandoned by his mother since he was little and doesn't remember what she looks like. Then she showed the insurance personnel relevant documents to prove their mother-child relationship. Anna, the wife, questioned why she only appeared now, when she clearly abandoned him when he was a child. The woman shook her head and said she didn't abandon her son, because she was serving time in prison at that time. Then, she took out several passbooks and placed them in front of Anna. The woman said that she felt guilty towards her son all these years, so it was a small token of her love. She originally planned to provide financial support after her son got married and had children, but she didn't expect him to leave so early. After opening the passbooks, Anna saw a toy card inside. Jerry realized that it was something he gave his mother when he was a child. It's really his mother. Then, the two of them went to Jerry's memorial altar together to pay their respects. They saw the woman placing exotic fruits as an offering. Jerry mentioned that he has been allergic to exotic fruits since he was little. Through Anna, the mother-in-law learned that they had only been married for a month and hadn't obtained the marriage certificate yet. However, just as they were about to leave, Anna received a sudden phone call, informing her that the insurance money was about to be claimed by the mother-in-law. Anna immediately stepped forward to confront the woman, and questioned why she would do such a thing. The woman had a smug look on her face, and said, "Who told you not to claim it earlier? What are you saying?" She also mentioned that she was currently struggling financially, and that this money was like her son's final gift to her. The woman promised to share the money with Anna once it was received. "Well then, why don't you just disappear?" Anna retorted. The sudden turn of events caught them off guard, leaving them stunned in place. The scene shifts. The woman is happily applying makeup in the car. It turns out that she is an imposter. She was just a former prison mate of Jerry's mother. That's why she is familiar with everything about Jerry. After returning home, Tom becomes more and more suspicious, because he is also allergic to exotic fruits. His mother used to worry about it a lot when he was a child. As parents, they would never forget such a thing, and someone who has lost their loved ones would despise that insurance money, because it's like exchanging a loved one's life for money. But the woman claims it's a gift from her son. There's also the issue of those several passbooks. Exchanging $30 million in savings for $300 million in insurance money is definitely profitable. You're right, and you must have had a special relationship with your mother. Tom decides to investigate the matter. So the next day, he finds a way to go to Jerry's registered address. Upon entering the house, he discovers that it has been burgled, but he finds a photo on the floor. It's a picture of the two women together. However, Jerry doesn't have much memory of his mother. Seeing the scar on the woman's hand in the photo, Jerry remembers that his mother had a scar on her right hand when she took him to the nursery. Then Tom tells Anna everything. In order to expose the woman's deception, Tom asks his friend, an insurance agent, for help, and invites the woman to come again. While taking her fingerprints, they notice that she indeed has a scar on her hand, but it's not on her right hand. So Tom forcefully takes off her right glove, only to discover another scar on her right hand. It seems this con artist is quite professional. Tom says, fingerprinting requires using the right hand. Yes, unexpectedly, the cunning woman sees through their motives. Anyway, Jerry's body has already been cremated, and his belongings have been dealt with. Let's see what evidence you have for comparison. Suddenly, Anna is shocked and faints on the ground. When she wakes up in the hospital, the doctor tells her that she is already 3 months pregnant. What? You're 3 months pregnant, and you didn't know? But Anna says she was previously informed by the doctor that she had infertility issues, and it would be difficult for her to conceive. The doctor explains that if disaster strikes at an unpredictable moment, miracles can often happen unexpectedly. Tom realizes that they can determine the parentage through the fetus's DNA and expose the woman's deception. At this point, the female ghost previously told Tom that it's not allowed by the ethics protection law in the country, and they can only seek assistance from abroad. However, it poses some risks to the fetus. Sister-in-law, it's not good for the fetus to do that. Then I won't do it. And at that moment, the woman suddenly rushes towards them, shouting loudly that the child is not Jerry's. Anna's emotions flare up once again, and she stands up to leave. Seeing that the woman is still chasing after Anna, Tom steps forward immediately, warning her not to follow. "I know you're fake, and I will expose you," he declares. Soon, Jane happens to see a medical card on the table at Anna's house. "Did you apply for this at the hospital?" she asks. This means that the hospital likely has Jerry's DNA sample. Meanwhile, the flamboyantly dressed woman and her accomplice are eagerly awaiting the final step, signing the documents to claim the insurance money. However, just as she picks up the pen, Tom slams the DNA test report in front of her, which shows that there is no biological relationship between them. It turns out her hair had been collected, and Tom's wife declares that they will send both of them to jail. The old woman becomes even more arrogant, and the two of them flee. Fortunately, Tom promptly reported to the police, and they asked him to come to the police station the next day for further investigation. At this point, Jerry's wish has been fulfilled. Jane expresses her desire to celebrate with a high five, but in the next moment. However, just as Tom is about to pull her up, he sees something familiar. That the hair tie the ghost is wearing on her hand. is the same one his mother used to wear, now that he's a mother himself. However, the ghost has lost her memories and doesn't remember anything from her past life. What's even more eerie is that Tom finds a photo in his mother's cell phone album, showing the ghost and his mother together in the taxi. It seems that their relationship is extraordinary. The next day, while Tom is driving the taxi with the ghost as a passenger, they encounter a drunk man trying to hail a cab. Upon seeing this, Jane immediately teleports to the back seat. But unexpectedly, the man raises his head and his eyes emit a blue light. What's even scarier is that he can see someone in the back seat. Can you see it too? Soon, the man realizes that Tom is the online user who sought help in the forum. He then takes out a talisman and offers to help Tom get rid of the ghost for free. However, when he tries to stick the talisman on the car, there is no reaction. It seems that it's not the taxi trapping the female ghost, but rather, the ghost is attached to something else inside the car. In the next moment, the man slowly approaches the female ghost with the talisman, but Tom stops him. Then, the man hands Tom a business card and warns him that they can only make money from the taxi if the ghost disappears, and they won't see any other spirits. In order to find out where the ghost is hiding, Tom takes out the items dropped by the passengers and tests each one of them. However, when he tests a cell phone, "Driver, please don't go any further." Jane turned out to be attached to the cell phone. However, the phone had a password, and Tom couldn't access it. Jane mentioned that such an old phone couldn't be hers. Just as she spoke, Jane suddenly started to fade away, and quickly disappeared from sight. It turned out that the phone ran out of battery and shut down, but Tom couldn't find an old charger anywhere. Suddenly, Jane reappeared on a dark and eerie underworld stone pillar. Amidst thunder and lightning, she desperately called for help, but no one responded. Occasionally, she would see passing ghosts. Don't go. Since Jane disappeared, the taxi business had indeed improved significantly. Lynn slowly began to believe in the man's words. Why should I care? Her disappearance is a good thing. What was that thing? Nothing important. I'm ready to throw it away. Unexpectedly, when Grandma got off the car, she casually took the phone with her, planning to throw it away. By the time Tom noticed, it was already too late. Grandma, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Didn't you say you wanted to throw this away? In the following days, Tom increasingly felt the absence of the female ghost by his side. Life seemed too dull, and his mood unconsciously became gloomy. So he figured out a way to take out the phone, and then bought a charger from a secondhand website. Could someone please give me a ride? Tom charged the phone, and something magical happened.